Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of our football betting series here on YouTube, Premier League edition. I normally don't cover the midweek Premier League games just simply because of time constraints, but how could I not cover this game which could potentially decide the title? As second place Manchester City play host to first place Arsenal, and Man City secured qualification to the next round in the Champions League against Bayern in their most recent game. The Bavarians really brought the game to City in the first half, who were perhaps unlucky not to open the scoring. One man who was definitely unlucky to not break the deadlock was Erling Haaland, as he missed from the penalty spot towards the end of the first half. However, Haaland would go on to redeem himself and score for City just before the hour mark to kill this game as a contest. Bayern accepted their fate and scored a late penalty to save their own embarrassment, as Man City go through to the next round of the Champions League. Domestically, the citizens are pushing Arsenal hard for the title. They're on a pretty good unbeaten streak of 15 games in a row, winning 12 of these matches, or 75% since their last defeat in the league. Speaking of the league, Man City are scoring 2.6 goals per game and creating 3.6 key chances per 90, defensively conceding 0.9 goals against with 10 clean sheets in 30 league matches. Comparing the season averages to the last 14 games since their last loss to Spurs by a goal to nil, we can see that City have improved in every facet, scoring 3.1 goals per game, 4.2 key chances per 90, defence has got even tighter, 0.6 against, 6 clean sheets in 15 matches. Arsenal are the visitors today, and we'll come into this game following their match against Southampton. Things didn't go very well, and it really started from the first kick of the game. Thanks to Ramsdale's mistake, Arsenal fell behind within the first 30 seconds, and the Gunners were down by 2 within the first 15 minutes. I've been pretty disappointed with Arsenal in recent weeks, as they really have struggled to handle the pressure of remaining top of the table. However, they did manage to rescue a late draw against a side bottom of the table. When we look at form, Arsenal are now winless in each of their last 3 games with their third consecutive draw. I do fear this spell of poor form is going to cost them the title. One positive thing we can say about Arsenal's form is they are unbeaten in each of their last 7 games in all competitions, and when we look exclusively at the league, Arsenal have not lost in each of their last 10 consecutive league matches. When we look at the statistics, Arsenal are scoring 2.4 goals per game and creating 2.8 key chances per 90, defensively conceding 1.1 goals per game with 12 clean sheets in their 32 league matches. As good as these numbers are, when we focus on the numbers generated since their most recent league loss, Arsenal are improving slightly statistically, scoring 2.75 goals per game and creating 3.67 key chances per 90. Defensively, though, this is where we've seen the drop-off. 1.34 goals against in their last 10 and just 3 clean sheets in 12 for a 25% record. When we compare the recent form for Manchester City and Arsenal since their last league defeats, City are in top in every facet, scoring 3.1 goals per game compared to Arsenal's 2.75. They're also ahead on key chances per 90 with 4.2 to Arsenal's 3.67. They do win comfortably in terms of defensive record though, 0.6 goals conceded for Man City and over double that for Arsenal. And the clean sheets, we can say the same, 6 in 15 or a 40% record compared to Arsenal's 3 in 12, 25% record. When we look at the head-to-head record, Man City have won each of the last 6 encounters, including the 2 games played this season. When we look at the most recent match, we can see that City won by 3 goals to 1, but it was Arsenal that took control of the possession with 64% and managed to have more shots in the game overall. This being said, defensive issues reared their head again. 6 key chances were given up against City and an XG of 1.84. The goal is clear. Man City win this game and they're the most likely side to go on to win the title. I believe that Guardiola and his players have been here before and have the experience and the psychology on their side to shut Arsenal down, take advantage of a weak defence without Saliba and pick up a win. Manchester City to win for a full stake.